Now, where do I even start from to begin to analyze this match? Now, I think the entire team had a bad game today. Now, the optimism will make me say Manchester United were going to win Manchester City for this match before, because say I saw the match we played against Arsenal. I thought we were going to go in with the same intensity, because na big match. At least they go stand up to the occasion, of which the players did not. I think the best place for me to start is the worst player, I think, on the day, which is Ugarte. Now, the manager chose to go with Ugarte. Now, Casemiro they start the matches since, but the manager chose to go with Ugarte on the day, and I knew why. Ugarte get more legs to recover the ball, but on the day, Ugarte, it became our villain, or it became the bone wey dey stuck for our neck. Now he of course cost the third goal. Now, and I will explain to you why it was the cost of the third goal. I know Luke Shaw was the one that lost the ball, but the thing is, the match was in 65 minutes. We are losing 2-0. The players are already tired. The place he passed the ball, you can see he passed the ball to Luke Shaw's left, and the Arsenal player was already pressing. The only way Luke Shaw was going to get out of that situation if he let the ball roll past him. If he wanted to control the ball this way, which means the attacker, the person pressing him, has an advantage. All the person needs to do is to press harder, and which was what happened. We won the ball over Luke Shaw, and the fact was, even before Ugarte received the ball, even before he received the ball, if Ugarte be pay attention, because he did not screen left and screen right, if he had paid attention, he go know say Haaland was already at his right side of the pitch, but he did not even know. Hence, when Man City got possession of the ball, he did not even see the run of Haaland, because he was not aware. He was not aware when the ball was passed to him. The fact be say, for basic football knowledge, say if they give you ball for somewhere, you never screen left and right, you have to return the pass once to the person that was giving you the pass. He chose to take a touch, and it was not the first time on the day now Ugarte do that thing. Today I saw, at even one place of the match, I see where Mbeumo was supposed to give the ball to Ugarte. Mbeumo not pass and give Ugarte. He went for somebody behind Ugarte. Now, for Manchester United, if we are going to build a team that want to be able to compete on days like this, we need a team that can be able to trust themselves. And it's obvious that Ugarte is a liability in possession of the ball. Today, every time he trapped the ball, he was, see, I not dey blame Ugarte, because I know they say now he no get am. The thing about this Ugarte, wetin dey do Ugarte, so he dey anxious. You dey get, if playing in other leagues like Holland wey don go Napoli, be say those leagues dey slower, hence you have more time on the ball to think and what to do. In English Premier League, you don't have time on the ball. Hence, we do not have a partner that can play with Bruno Fernandes in that part of the field. A lot of people will get problem with the manager formation. Yes, you have a right to have a problem with it. Of course, we have seen that we have struggled in the midfield this season. Now, the formation is not to blame why we are performing badly, but we can see clearly that inside the midfield, all the teams will not give us problem now, because they put more bodies inside the midfield. Now, I go explain that to you. The first game against Arsenal, what we saw was that extra person, our centre back, they pull out to come mark the person. Hence, our centre back, they free to leave the centre back position, come into the midfield to add that third body to make an 3-on-3, or even give us 3/4 for that midfield. But since then, e be like say since whenever they win matches, our players don revolt. E happened under Etihad, e happened under Mourinho, e happened over the previous matches, that when we don start to lose, when criticism don come, our players dey retrieve enter themselves into their circle. They go dey fear to risk am, because in hindsight, football, it only goes to the person that risk it. If you no risk am, you no go get goal for match. And our players, our defenders, if you see where our movement, they change player to mark another player, they no dey change am. E no dey so swift the way they happen for Arsenal and Liverpool. Some of our players still no understand how to run within the system, and it go take time. I understand all the criticism about the formation, and if you watch Sporting Lisbon, you will see the difference. The difference was not the formation. The difference was that the individuals, they understood. You see that run while they talk, say the defender, the full enter midfield, the Sporting defenders, they were so okay with doing it, and we don't have that capacity in our defense. Not that we don't really have the capacity, because we saw them against Arsenal, but the fact be say, our players, they don't go back into their shell, and this is not really looking good for the manager. It is not. Oh, I will tell you, I will tell you the truth. It's not looking good. Now the performance today was poor, and we considered 3 goals. Majority of those mistakes were silly mistakes in the midfield that led to us losing the ball. And yes, Patrick Dogu had a bad game, because a lot of our possession, or the times we had possession in the attacking third, Patrick Dogu was the one that had the opening, and his crossing today was below par. His crossing was bad. But having a bad game does not mean Patrick Dogu is a bad player. I won't just correct that instant. It was a bad game. Now, a lot of people will also talk about Benjamin Sesko. For an attacker to show for match, the midfield and the entire team need to get him into the action. We saw it with Højlund. But the problem we now had with Højlund was the fact that when it was time to muscle with his defender to bring the ball or bring the other people inside the match into play by if they bring the ball for you long, bring and down pass. He did not even do that correctly. And his inbox run is not as sharp as Sesko. And yes, Sesko will need time. And we saw it today again. And our team, that midfield, we know when we went into the transfer window that because last season we scored 40 goals. So we all thought attack was the major problem. We all I know say a lot of people now go come, they go they form like say they be professor. They tell me, yeah, now it's the midfield. Last season we scored 40 goals. If now you analyze the problem after last season, you go say attack is over midfield. Yes, we all know we needed the midfield, and we know they tried to get the midfielder. But the truth be say, last season we scored 40 goals. So going into this season, revamping the attack was priority. But we don't see after these past few games say the midfield are also priority, just like the attack could be priority. And that partner with Bruno Fernandes today, the manager went for Ugarte. And like I said, Ugarte is my worst player on the day. Ugarte performed badly. His positioning, receiving the ball, it's just like the opponent knows when Ugarte hold the ball, no progressive thing can be done. And hence, Ugarte be like one short man if we hold the ball. Does it make sense to you? So we're playing with one short man in the midfield. And a lot of people now go call me say, why did the manager not go with the second option of Casemiro? The manager thought the intensity of the game today would have been more than Casemiro, because Manchester City are going to move the ball a lot faster. They are good in possession. But he went with Ugarte, and Ugarte did not deliver. I reckon if the match starts again, they put Casemiro, not going to do any more better than Ugarte did though. Ugarte was poor, Casemiro would have been poor. On today's game, you will just see and say, we never reached that level yet. See, we see there 1 or 2 seasons away from selling and buying players. There are some players in our team where we say, we never reach that pedigree where we go play high tempo football. That thing with the manager, the demand from our centre backs, I will tell you, say, we not actually get the right set of centre back to do it. Yes, we have good centre backs, but they need to be able to step into midfield well, with confidence. And this match, it was a problem for them. Like they talk, we will need that midfielder or more midfielders. So Kobe Mainoo came in, he did well for fairly a bit when he came into the match. He did well. But putting Kobe Mainoo to start that match today would have not solved any of our problems. We lost the match because we did not have somebody like Rodri today, somebody like Zubimendi today. I reckon today if we had a Zubimendi, we would have not lost that game the way we did. Because yes, people are going to say Man City were the better team, of which they were. But that game would have been controlled a lot better, because if Ugarte had been picking up better position and it was a threat, we would have moved the ball a lot faster in some occasions. We have been a lot more threat in some different occasions with shifting Man City away from some certain possession. But every time it almost seemed like Bruno Fernandes had to come deep to get the ball, because Ugarte could not progress the ball. So again, one place Bruno Fernandes will run in front of Ugarte, because if Ugarte collect the ball for there, he knows Ugarte not going to do anything with him. So we played with one less man in Ugarte today. Now I'm not going to praise any of our players' performance today. What I have to tell Ubom would be say, I know say Cunha not play, and Cunha is the more rugged one between you and Ubom. Cunha na the one wey go dare to do things, and we missed him today, but that will not be excuse. For Ubemo, I think Ubemo, the next level of a game go be say go need to develop that more. That I think he's too friendly. Ubemo, nice guy, humble guy and all that, but you go need to dey feisty. That feistiness, we go need them, because we dey struggle. Now, we need to see, I know very well for a fact that if we start to pick up wins, all these things go change. Yes, we might not be the best team, but opponent go start to dey give us some level of respect. For now, we no dey score. It means they no dey take us seriously. It means they fit dey prepare their game plan. We need to score so that our opponent need to start to dey fear and dey consider how to play against us. For now, it seems very easy because all they need to do is to just to focus on our midfield, and if they dominate our midfield, e don finish. I think our attack needs to help. I dey wait to see how long Matheus Cunha will be out, because obviously our next game wey we dey go now, we dey go meet Chelsea. Ruben Amorim, you're going to have to figure it out, because ultimately, I know say jumping to 4-3-3 will not solve the problem. Yes, he will solve it temporarily, but in hindsight, jumping to 4-3-3 does not save the long-term success. It doesn't save it. It go give us wins, but we still get Casemiro for the team. We still get Kobe Mino. We still get Ugarte. He doesn't change it. I reckon the manager sticks with his formation and do what he needs to do, but he needs to find a tweak that enables us to now have bodies in that midfield, because our defenders obviously no dey do that thing when you dey talk for them. They know they feel they do am. I know so that they think more, because they be defenders now on how to protect the runs in behind, of which they should do. But now the manager is, see, because if he continue to lose game, they go sack him. See, if the manager continue to lose game, like if he lose the game against Chelsea or December, I like the guy, but December they go sack him. So obviously the game is down to results at the end of the game, at the end of the day. I dey hope for his sake, say if he figure a tweak for inside tactics to make, see that superior quality in the midfield that they get ahead of us, it dey mess us up. They pass the ball through us too easy. It dey too easy. And I think that particular thing dey make us not feel the press from the onset for the match. Now that na wetin I dey look forward to for the manager to fix. So on the day we performed badly, even when we did subs, it wasn't really, the match don't go. Haaland though, it don't wipe us. Now I think for a special mention now for Kushinov, I think that guy, the intensity today with which he handled Ahmad and every tackle he was going into it, I think that one of the fastest centre back when I don't see. They relinquished to run with attackers. I seen one run when Dogu run for that place, and he was steady going at Ahmad. So that's a really good one from Manchester City. Overall, our team go need to look themselves and see, they need to find results. So, see, I understand that the manager, he get his own, but the team, the Ubemos, the Matheus Cunha, the Bruno Fernandes. See, shifting Bruno Fernandes to the attacking midfield today position, that 10 not do anything. No. It doesn't change it. Because me say, everything wey Bruno Fernandes dey give us in ball progression no go cut dey for the back. Oh. Now I know we did not see the brightest match of Bruno Fernandes doing things. So, but before the match, if you take am into consideration, you go know say the manager really not wrong for the lineup. Oh, yes, I would have, in hindsight now, because we don't lose the match 3-0, I would have preferred Casemiro. If you see my lineup before the game, I put Casemiro there. But if they still put Casemiro for that match, we will still lose. It might not be 3-0, but we would have lost the game. Good one from Pep Guardiola. They have superior player quality. That, see, we're optimistic before the match, but the truth be say, if you tell yourself the truth, if you put 11 of Manchester United players and 11 of Manchester City players, they have a far better player quality than us. I was just hoping on the day that injury and the fact that their form have not been great, that we will nick the win, but obviously we did not. Now, our players need to go to the training ground and work. The manager, like I said, he need to find that tactical trick wey go allow at least superior numbers not the day ahead of us. Whether na one of the attackers go drop into midfield, abi na one of the defenders go drop into, maybe na 4-4-2 will take the press. I guess so. But he needs to, maybe we revert to 4-4-2 when we press, then we shift to 3-4-2-1 when we have possession of the ball. I guess maybe that is the tactical tweak the manager needs to do, but something needs to change.